says your audio is not included.
Audio.
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet. We should be able, they should be able to hear us now, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it's up now.
Alright, cool. I'm just testing my mic. I'm listening to it myself.
Yeah, I can hear you
Oh, my mic's
on there.
beautiful now.
Nice.
This is like a little behind the scenes because we're on the Xbox now, but we'll kick it off properly in the race. Like it's never like this wasn't even here, and we can cut it off for the YouTube. Like when we put it up. Speaking of YouTube, we are currently streaming on both platforms. So if people, any early birds catching this little part, we can make this a little segment, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, get
Which is
the
really chill.
promoting in. Why not?
Yeah, we got streams up on Discord. I mean, streams up on YouTube and Twitch. Now this is tier 2. If you'd like to see tier 1, head over to OTLR After Line Racing on YouTube for tier 1. Hello Beyond Gamer. This is a new thing. I've never experienced this before. Usually we're streaming with someone on a PC, but we're using a console today, so we're gonna have to kick it off while we're loading, like nicely, and then we can just cut this part off the YouTube because we've put the full race replay onto YouTube. Or maybe this will stay in. I don't know, but I've never been in this position before. But welcome everyone, and then we'll do a proper intro in a minute.
I think we're ready
What
to get going.
Trilogy season awaits. Speaking of, I'm actually gonna get the tier up myself if I can.
Yeah.
Back in a second. I'm just getting my laptop. Wait, what? Why haven't we gone?
Hey, we are now. We should be.
Okay.
And there come all the little green ticks.
Right. I suppose you can kick off your little intro at 0 seconds. So 10 seconds until the third season of OTLR. Let's get it.
Ready for this. Excited for this one.
Let's
I'm
do it.
excited for them all, but it's just good when once you get things like the excitement of getting things underway.
Take it away then.
So yeah, we are here in Australia for round 1 of season 3 here in OTLR for EU tier 2. While we wait for the cars to get on track. We can go through. We've got We've got a few returning drivers as well as some new debutees. So
Yeah.
some people that we're familiar with, and then some new people to see on track and see how they get on, and bring some new action to the track maybe.
Yeah. Returning as well is myself from last season. Obviously, me and Corey doing some commentating. Towards the end of the season, I had a couple of races off, so this is my first race in a while, so I'll be rusting myself. But yeah, welcome to OTLR Season 3. This is really, really big for us because this is our third season and we are running 2 tiers for the first time for Europe. Well, actually 3 tiers. We've got AM tier up and going as well. We promised that we would be able to do that, and we've done that. So if you would like to be part of IM or one of the European tiers, there are available seats. Make sure you are going and putting ! Discord in the chat. I'll put that in there now for you. We'll provide a link. People coming out onto the track soon. The debutants that we've got then this season, from what I can see, Gamer, VRXZE, Cartier's returning, Zafa, I'm going to call that person Zafa, in the McLaren, looking to do some damage in their debut. Dune back, Juice is back, Sid is back. The KFC bloke, interesting name, interesting personality. I hope on track. Hopefully, going to be some good racing there. So nobody cares. Fedge Fajas and Pooja Head also returning as well. So it's nice to see some familiar faces and the community staying strong. But yeah, drivers are out on track for the first time for OTLR season 3.
Yeah, we've got Dak FC bloke. I think is the man in front. He'll be the first one to put a lap in, and then following on behind, we have the kick of Fedge Fajas. So we'll go on board with Dak FC bloke for the first lap, and no pressure to him, and see how he gets on.
Who was that on the first lap of the season? Was it Fedge Fajas?
It,
Yeah.
no,
No.
Dak FC bloke is the first man.
Yeah. The KFC bloke in the Alpine then, so he's going to be looking to do some damages without. Oh no, he's not without a teammate.
Yeah,
DNY is his teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it took me a few times reading that as well to get what it really said under my tongue, but yeah, we've got to get used to it now because he's going to be the first person to set a lap this season. I'll take the first corner if you don't mind.
Yeah,
But
you
he
take it away.
crosses the line now. 16 minutes and 3 seconds to go. He starts turn 1. First corner at Australia, sorry, you can cut it a lot more than he just did, gain a bit more time than that. But this is the banker. This is the one that could not fail. So he keeps going into turn 3. It's been modified here in 2022. Used to be a lot tighter, but it's not anymore. This section you can carry much more speed through it now. The curbs are a lot flatter. Turn, I don't know. I don't know the Australia turns. You'll have to forgive me. This is another modified turn. Fast right-hander. You'd be easy to invalidate there, which he's done so. The first victim of track limits is the KFC bloke. Needs to get a bit of weight out of that. Stop going to KFC. Get a bit of weight off the Alpine. Make sure he's not carrying too much speed, pushing himself and understeering across the track limits. But then we can head to Fedge Fajas then, who's going to be the inaugural qualifying lap setter.
He's Fedge Fajas is just coming up to 9 and 10, which is the two flat out corners usually. And then into the third of the 4 DRS zones coming up to turn 11.
Yep, forgive me for that little
coming
piece
around
of
turn 12. You don't want to take too much curb there, as that curb can unsettle the car into turn 13, and then the final corner of 14, where he'll start his final run down to the finish line. And the first lap is a 1:16.7 from Fedge Fajas.
Yeah, I've just had to fix some audio sense for myself there. So nobody cares going 1:16.580. I don't know why I quivered in my voice there when I said that. Doing NY immediately surpluses in. Goes 1:16.267. So that's a good lap from the Alpine there. I think if we're going to talk about competitive drivers this season, I'm looking at. I mean, this is one of the first seasons I've ever looked at a grid and not really known the pecking order from just like knowing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't say it's an easy prediction of who's going to be up in that top 5, really. I think it can be a few of many from what I know of some of the drivers.
Just seeing Ty Clear, I don't know if he's on a lap or not, but he's just through Fedge Fajas, who's on an in lap. I'm sure they're probably both on in laps, but someone who isn't on an in lap is Tico, and he's gone for. Oh! That's a horrific left-right chicane there. The fast left-hander. You have to go.
Whoa, got the wing open, so I think he's gonna put it in.
Yeah.
Just to get one on the board.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a slower lap. I'm predicting probably in the 117s or in the 118s because he made a huge mistake. It would have cost him at least a second. You'd probably imagine. Cartier goes fastest in the Red Bull. 1:16.208. That's a good lap from him. 30 minutes remaining. Good banker. Tico 1:17.3 with the huge mistakes. That's promising for the Ferrari driver as well.
So yeah, and talking with the fastest lap, we had in our AM Tier 1, we had a pole of 14.8, I think it was. But that obviously is, we just have the one tier in the AM at the moment, so where this is our Tier 2. So yeah, we may not get as close to the 14s in here, but just a bit of information of what the pole time was for the American tier on Monday.
Yep, interesting to compare the pole times as well. The fact that we've got 2 tiers means that the driver's pace can be more acclimatized to their competitors. So that means that the times that they're setting are closer and the racing is more competitive. Those who deserve to be in the higher tier will be put in there, and those who are in the EU2 bracket for pace, they can race with their competitors. People that they'll be close to on track, despite the fact that they might not be as experienced or as competitive as other drivers who are in the community. A community which you should definitely think about joining. And you'll have to forgive me if you hear the stream again for 2 seconds. I'm just going to check my own audio after I've said that.
Yeah, we've just
Oh,
got
nice
Sid
and
coming
crisp.
to the end of his first lap. So see where he goes on board. That puts him in 7th with 1:16.777.
Yeah,
There's only
very
3
thankful.
drivers left to put a banker down. We've got Poochie Head, Juice, and VRXE ZE who don't have a lap yet.
Oh, oh, oh. 1 second, 1 second. Oh, okay. I just had a thought. What is the buttons on keyboard to switch between different drivers, just like on the cuff?
I think
Is it the
it's
numbers?
control and then the number or something like that. Yeah, or alt and the number. I'm not sure on PC. Obviously, it's awkward on Xbox because you've got to flick through them individually.
I do have a. Yeah, I was gonna say I do have a keyboard on here, and it is connected. I can use it to switch between people, but the buttons won't work for the numbers. But I have got a nice little hotkey here that's set up for me. It's F8 to go down, but it's also F8 to switch the camera, which is a bit horrible.
Also, Juice puts
Nonetheless,
1:16.3 on the board and that into 4th.
good luck from him.
Sorry to
Expecting an
interrupt you there.
improvement. No, you're good. You're good. I'm expecting an improvement from the Aston Martin down in 15th. A spa lap time here at Australia. He's coming into the pits now, so it's obviously a lap with a mistake there. Poochie head
Uh,
as well, not able to set
yeah,
a lap yet. Sorry, gone.
just coming on board with June MY because it looks like he's about to start his second hot lap.
Yep, a
So yeah,
competitive driver in the community.
yeah,
He's got a bit of
decent.
traffic coming out on the pit exit there, but he goes through first 2 turns pretty well. Go on. I didn't
So
mean to
he's on
cut you off
the
there.
run down to turn 3, which gear 3 corner, and then up into 4th as you shift for the left. It's quite a difficult section through there. So there's many different lines you can take as well. So we're now just gone round as I call it, the George Russell corner. That was the corner where George Russell ended up upside down last year.
Yeah, George Russell Bend is an interesting name for a corner, but I like it. We go on. Do you know what I was thinking as well? I was thinking about making a notebook and jotting down all the stuff that happens this season. That'd be cool, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I might do that. That'd be fun. I can share it. If you want to see that, jump into the Discord. That'd be fun. Uh, get some community posts going or something like that, maybe. Update it. But what I should update you on is that Junen was coming around the final 2 corners. He's looking quite competitive today, not far off the lead, only 6 hundredths of a second off the current pole time Cartier. Both returning drivers, both looking to take their first titles. It's the first round, so everything's to play for. He goes across the line and he
First in the
absolutely
15.
smashes it. First driver in the 15s, 1:15.934, and a lookout pole for Junen Y in the Alpine.
Yeah, good second lap there. It shows that the track is definitely improving as time goes on and we come closer to the end of qualifying.
8 minutes to
So
go.
yeah, I'd expect to see a few more people maybe get up close to that 15 mark, the high 15s in their next run, possibly. But yeah, as you say, like June MY, we know from a previous season, he's one of the competitors, so he's put a solid lap in there for everybody else to try and challenge for.
Oh! No, he's on an in lap. I don't know why I thought that
Yeah,
was an invalidation.
it definitely would have been, I think, if it was a hot lap.
Oh, Cartier fastest in the second sector. He's gone through George Russell Bend.
Yep, just come
He's
on
going
board
down
with
there.
cars here.
That was good timing. Then he's going around the final part of the lap now. He's coming up to the fast left right bend after the second DRS zone, and you've
Yeah,
got to say it's one of the
turns
most
9 and
impressive
10.
corners. Turns 9 and 10. Thank you, Lanky. 9 and 10 purple through the second sector. It was the first sector I saw it. My bad, it's the second, but he's purple in both, so it does not matter. Through turn 11 now, hard braking zone modified also for the 2022 Grand Prix, and it is very, very lovely to have turn 12, I believe that is. And then we
Yeah.
come to 13 and final corner 14. Fajas, P2. Slight lap there from him in the kickstart, but it's
And
the
then MJ
MJ.
comes straight in and responds.
That's a response, but this is a diss track. Cartier goes across the line. It's a 1:15.695, and it's the next driver to break into the 15s. Wow. Good
Yeah,
lap
that
from
was
him.
good lap from him there. So yeah, track it must definitely be improving, and people dialing into the conditions now.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm really happy that we're coming to the start of our season the same as the real life season a little bit. I know we'll be ahead come round one in Australia, but it really feels like there's everything to play for in all aspects in OTLR in real life. Everyone is just getting back into the swing of things.
I think we got no game is on an in lap. He's going in. Try and do the next one is coming to an end of a lap.
I wonder who's going to win this
Zafa
race.
going
Poochie
for
Head.
one. Zafa looks like he's on a lap.
Oh!
Oh, and a big snap out of the final corner there.
Yeah, not ideal that for Pucci, for Zafa in the McLaren. On his debut, looking to impress, but he's unable to break into the 16 lap times, which is about the acceptable lap time before you get to your back markers. I hate to say it, but you know it's the first race, you know, so I doubt they'll be there for longer now. I doubt they'll be too uncompetitive come the race. But someone I'm looking at the moment is Pucci Head. Not even come out of the pits. I wonder what that strategy's about.
Yeah, he's
Not
been
certain
out
like a
but gone
qualifying
straight
man.
back in. He's
Maybe
not putting a lap down at the moment.
maybe sorting equipment out, or it might be a bit late to the show, so might just be like he might have literally joined and then like started sitting down and stuff as we got away.
Just had Juice start a lap by the looks of it. He's just coming down into turn 3. Definitely had the wing open. You want to try and carry as much speed as you can through George Russell corner, but try not to. It's quite a difficult one because you want to try and carry as much speed as you can, but then not have the car come over to that left side too much because that curb, and then you've got the gravel there, so it can. That could be a corner that catches a fair few drivers off sometimes.
Juice is a returning driver for OTLR and it's gone fastest in the second sector. And I didn't leave you hanging there a minute ago, did I? Because I zoned out for a second.
No, I was just trying to
Oh!
There's only a couple of people on track.
Juice breaking into turn 11 on the grass. That's not something you want to do. He's had a huge snap, but he's kept it on track. It was a good save, but the context of the lap means
time.
that it was pointless.
Yeah, he's abandoned that lap.
Yeah, that was craziness. Wow. Yeah, frustratingly doesn't slow for the pit entry line. You know what that means. He's desperate to get back out of there. But Beyond Gamer, the only person on the track then. He's on a lap as well, so that's good timing for him. 71 on the front of the car, looking for a 1.7 on his lap time, but he's actually looking for a 1.6 to get himself up the pecking order. Oh, do you know what? I hate looking at this RB at the moment now because I know what the racing ball looks like.
Yeah. Weird seeing it in
What do
blue.
you think? What do you think about the new liveries?
Yeah, there wasn't any I'd say I hugely disliked.
Something I really care about. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
V-carb does big snap coming round turn 12 then from Beyond Gamer. No, the V-carb, I've said this to a few people. It reminds me of the old Tesco shop at carrier bags, like just you know the white with the blue and the red. But I'm not saying it's not nice. It's just that's what it reminds me of.
I don't see it. It's probably like some early 2000s stuff. That's
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
yeah. Like back in the day where they used to have the big red and blue Tesco on the front of their bags and that.
I don't know what it reminds me of, to be honest. It don't really remind me. It just reminds me of itself, I guess.
It's definitely different. Like people have asked for the standard Red Bulls to run that white livery, haven't they? So
Now
I
I
think
think Red Bull will save it till next year to make any sort of changes to the livery and
yeah,
any
that's what I
sort
mean.
of
People like
dramatic
that white
aspect.
one. Like so the V carb with going white, I think is for the Red Bull fans is highly approved.
No, I think it looks. I feel like I'm gonna hate it more as it. I feel like it's just a hype thing. Like it's novel, it's new, white Red Bull colors, but then it's just gonna die off. I feel like. The Red Bull. I mean, it's just a bit boring now. I mean, I knew it would be identical, but uh, when the only thing that's changing about your car is the sponsors' logos, you need to have a word. But anyway,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
think
start.
first person on the lap is going to be June MY. I'm the first one to get a final run going.
His teammate will be following him closely. Excuse my yawn. I'm not bored. I'm just tired. You see all these outlap tags. They're gonna vanish in a second, and it'll be autoplay for June NY, first driver of
So
in a
let's see if he
competitive
can
position to go.
challenge for that pole.
Yeah, we'll follow him on as I'll follow on for the timings behind, but June NY obviously the main man now. A struggling exit from turn three. Cartier is going to start his lap, I think, second last. And he'll be last to start his lap if he even gets there, so that would be a nice showdown. Let's not discount Fajas, who's just started also, and it's me, MJ, who's just following closely behind the Alpine. Oh, he's invalidated! When did he invalidate? Oh no! I didn't notice that. I've been flicking through the timing sheets, but Dune
Yeah.
and White out of competition
Oh,
invalidated. He's cut the corner trying to get back to the line, but I'm afraid, son, you won't make it. Your rival Will Cartier, 15 seconds to go. He's going to cross the line now. But it's me, MJ, and Fedge. Oh, Fedge Fadas is invalidated as well. The KFC bloke is about to
is the
finish his
next
lap.
one,
He's going to
yeah.
be first. Oh,
Oh, a little wiggle in there around turn 12.
yeah, huge snap.
Some people struggling with that rear end.
The KFC bloke up to the line. Your teammate's up there, but you're not. It's a 16.33, doesn't improve. Pedge Fajas invalidating. So it's me, MJ, the next driver in contention for the pole position, I believe. He's going to cross the line. Let's not discount Nobody Cares and Juice, though. Nobody Cares, but we can discount him. He's invalidated. Juice is the next driver in the highest position to set
Zafra, yeah.
a lap time that matters. MJP2, good lap, crosses the line, goes 1:15.087. But Juice crosses the line. P4 1:15.958 means that he is in the one of four. He's 25% of the drivers that make up our 15, 1 minute 15 runners today. IRL Tokyo taking best of the rest, I suppose. Good lap.
Yeah, Garcia doesn't look like he's pushing it. I think he knows. Yeah, so that leaves Gamer. Slight improvement, gets himself in front of Ty Clear down in 12th. BRX seems to come in last. BRX,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
well,
yawn
not
there,
last
Ravi.
position, but last across the line.
Yeah, Poochie Head failing to set any lap time valid. So there you have it. Would you like me to go through the order, or would you like to do it?
If you can, if you would like, I've got to quickly get a snapshot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll focus on the presenting a little bit, and you can present. You can do the background stuff, hosting, because I know that you've got to do your settings in a moment. So I'll yap on a little bit. But Cartier, MJ, June, Juice, and Tico, your top five. Fedge, Fajas, the KFC blokes, nobody cares. Sid and Zafa make up your top 10. Tyrant King, Gamer, Ty Clear, Beyond Gamer, and VRXZE, your top 15. Hoochie Head, the only driver not to set a valid lap time, is in 16. There is your grid.
So that's the grid set for our first round of season 3
Yeah.
here in EUT2. So this first race, everyone should retire from pretty quickly as we do a mandatory lobby reset. So they should retire from this one, and then we'll go back into the lobby, set the grid on how the qualifying just
Yep.
finished, and then we can get underway with the race.
Yeah, as these drivers go and make themselves look like fools for their for something to look at, we can have a speak about the future. And by the future, I mean the future of off-the-line racing. And I'm thinking about the fact that this is the last season we have on this godforsaken game. That's dreadful. Made by the same people who made F1 22. If you didn't know, the Formula One games. They rotate between two studios. So you have your studio who made F1 2020. No, I think it was no. So the people who made 21, 23, 24, and will make 25 are the ones that we kind of like, and the people who made 20, 22, and 24 are not great. I know that F1 2020 is one of the like acclaimed games, but at the same time, 22, 24. What do you think, Linky?
Yeah, I'd probably agree. Like 23 wasn't too bad. 22, yeah. The last one I really enjoyed, I think, was 19 myself.
Oh,
19 or 20.
F1 2019, what a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the fact that the in-game HUD was literally in the font and the colours of the real life sort of F1 heads-up display in the races at the time that was shown on TV. That was what I cared about. I feel like it was really the last game that they probably cared about. 20 was really good. 21 was just as good as 20 in my opinion, but 22, I didn't even play it. I mean, it was dreadful. 23. Now, the reason I prefer
Slight
23 to
improvement on
24,
23. Yeah.
23 is
Go on,
quite
Sam.
good, but the reason that if I just like finish my point, sorry, I didn't mean to like stop you from
No, sorry,
talking.
that was me muttering to myself. Then my bad. You
Um,
carry on.
no, no, so I believe that and I perceive 23. Oh, is this guy gonna retire, by the way?
I have sent this guy a ping, so yes, we are waiting for
Rare.
one person to get the memo and.
There we go. Yeah, might be new to the league, so we won't. I mean, you should be reviewing the rules before you race, but I mean, I won't give him a hard time. Anyway,
Not for the
back to my
first one.
point. Yeah, nah. Anyway, so back to my point about the future. So I perceived F1 23 to be good. Because I was really involved in the community at the time. I did a lot of community races with like streaming and stuff, and then I did like a lot of league racing. Did multiple seasons across a couple of leagues. So I did 100% races, uh, and then 24 came out, and we was all really excited for it. New handling model. I played the beta, and my goodness, it was bad. Like the beta, oh man. I can't begin to describe how poor like I thought it was gonna be. I gave it some time and then I tried it, and everyone moves on to the new game, but not really a choice that leagues have to make, and then all the leagues started suffering. Um, but the reason that I talk about that the fact that leagues started suffering as we went into F1 24 is that off the line racing has only started again in F1 24. So that's key because F1 24 starting in F1 24 means that you start from the bottom. But what I'm saying is there's no fallout. The fallout of that stuff has not affected this league at the moment. I mean, it has in terms of the demand for F1 league racing is lower. But what I'm saying is that we haven't gone from so many tiers down to half of it where like other leagues have. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the motivation's a lot higher, and I feel like that's key for the future. Going into F1 25, linking back to what I was saying about the game's developers, is that next year's game is going to be developed by the same people that made 21 and 23, as this year's game was the poor studio that has had a couple of stinkers recently. So I would urge all of you to join the Discord, get involved in the community. Head over to the YouTube and have a look at the other stream if you haven't already. Drop some love in the chat for the first YouTube race that we've had, because if we get into F1 25 and the motivation's high from all of us that doing this, and the game's good, I believe that we may be in for some very fun times. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely.
Three big factors, three very big factors: game standard, motivation from us, and the demand from us, and the being critical on what we're doing, and then the people wanting to race, of course, and the people are who we need. So if you're one of the people who does enjoy racing, I'll say it once and I'll say it again: get involved, join the Discord. But yeah, I'll move on to something else now because Lanky, I know you're doing your settings. I know this is
Yeah.
something that's new. we haven't had to sit and endure somebody yapping for a while and not having transitions or face cams, but bear with what on the up. It's what needs must. But I'll also like to talk about testing. So if anyone was watching testing, I'll get the chat up now. Was anybody watching testing? Uh, I mean, I had a look. I know Liam Lawson had a spin. Um, that was about as interesting. There was a blackout, So in the track, they lost
Yeah, they had a
power.
red flag, didn't they?
Yeah, and that's how I managed to watch the end of it because uh, it was um, Antonelli topped day one. No, he topped the day one morning session. Lando Norris topped afternoon. I'm pretty sure. The McLaren's looking very, very, very good. And I'm also going to do something here. Um, Here we go. If you would like to be a subscriber, we are now. Is it Twitch affiliates? I'm not too sure, but if you would like to be a subscriber, you know you want to. If you have a Prime, jump into the sub. I can see the chat now, lads, as well. So yeah, my bad. I did not see some of the interaction here. Big lads are. Do you know what? Big up to the boys turning up for their own tier. In the chat. Poochie Head VRX said EEEE. Fish Stick, Tyrant, Ricky, oh man like Ricky is here as well, big dog. Leon, big up Leon. Oh, the Leon lad, big you guys weren't making a big deal that Leon was in the chat. Man like Sid, see you in the chat as well from earlier. I know you guys are probably not hearing this, you're racing, but yeah. Leon. So we'll talk about the history of OTLR. We have 2 seasons of history. Leon capping both of them only one tier, and it was the only tier for 2 seasons, and it was his. But yeah, I believe he's racing over in tier one, looking to defend his spot at the pinnacle and on the throne. He's our boy. He's our star boy. He's our Bukayo Saka if you're an Arsenal fan. He's our Lionel Messi if you're a Barca fan. From about 2015. And yeah, it's been 2 seasons. The first season challenged by Glitch 10 in the Ferrari and Tom H, his teammate. It was a battle for the constructors and the battle for the drivers went down to the last day, and he came out on top in a dramatic showdown. And then tier two, and in season two, he wraps it up with a couple of races to go. Um, yeah, he deserved every single bit of applause that he got. I mean, it was amazing. It was fun to watch. I'm proud to be part of it. If you'd like to be part of it, join up. You know what to do. And I'm here in the chat now, so I can actually do this. Hee. Oh, I did it already. Whoops. Oh no, I didn't. It came up twice, but I didn't do it already. I did it
Right, we
just
are
now.
ready.
Yeah, we're ready
Drivers
to
should
go
be
then.
ready and up.
Yeah, two
Let's get
continents,
round one
three
underway.
tiers, 3 races. We've had one this season, but our European season starts here. I'm gonna go check on the boys over on the other channel, see how what they're
Yeah,
doing.
see
I
how they're
believe
getting
they're
on.
about to get underway also.
Oh, look at that. Nice timing.
Yeah, no, they're trackside. They're about to get into lights out, so I'm gonna update you on that whilst we go trackside ourselves.
Yeah, why everybody reapplies their setups.
It'd be lovely to have a live feed of both races, man. That's a goal we need.
Yeah, if there
See,
was a way of
they're in this
linking them
screen
both,
now.
that would be good. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. So there's 5 lights in one race. 5 lights are waiting in this race. If you'd like to be someone who, if you want to support both and keep up to date with both, if you're on a laptop, join both. You can open 2 tabs. You can, I have 2 consoles. I just have one TV on mute. I have my phone open just for the viewer for the +1. If you're racing and you want to hear me commentate over while you're racing, keep updates on the race. Anything helps. Join, get the numbers up, and be committed. Halfway through lap one in the other race now, so they're just about a lap ahead, I'd say. Do you want to take lights out or shall I?
Um, I'll let you have this one. I did the one on Monday, so we'll let you have this one
Oh, did
today.
you? That's
Yeah,
cool
'cause
then.
I did AM, so yeah, I'll let you take this one away.
I don't want to feel like you're
No,
streaming.
no, you.
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
It's
the
alright.
stream.
We're,
I'm not.
we're a
I am the
joint team here, so.
co-commentator. CO dash. This is important. It's important.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to take this one, then
Yeah.
yeah, you carry on.
Gotcha. Former tier two driver. Last season, the tier two was just made up of
I
drivers
can
from
hear
the
a
AM
beep.
tier. Sorry.
I can hear a beep. I think we're ready
Well,
for getting going here.
I can't hear it, but I've got my audio
There we
turned
go.
down. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. The fifth one came on instantly. I saw that. But we're lights out and away we go. Cartier gets an okay start in the Red Bull, but his rival June NY gets a better start. He's looking to go up the inside of the two drivers there, but he makes the wise decision to stay conservative. But unfortunately, that leaves him vulnerable to Juices at XIX. In the run to turn 3, there's an incident behind. It's Nobody Cares. Nobody cares about that one. He's not too far behind. He's going to be able to catch up with the Constantine of everyone being close together. He's dropped about 2.5 seconds off the back of the grid. June just having a scrap there into the George Russell bend. Juice XIX is just out, just caught out by him. IRL Tico in the Ferrari is there now in P5. Fej Fajas is in 6th. Sid in 7th. Zafa and Gamer, teammates 8 and 9 in the McLaren, looking to get up the field, replicate their in real life counterparts, and have a successful season in OTLR Season 3. But as for a first lap, that's not too bad. Oh, never mind. Poochie Head had a snap into turn 11 and 12. No, 10 and 11. No, 9 and 10. But he's fallen into the grasp of Nobody Cares now, so them two looking to recover.
Yeah, puts him right back on Nobody Cares. Nobody Cares will be happy with that for a little bit of slipstream and DRS, as he was going to have to use a lot of battery from where he was originally by himself. So these two just need to work together now and try and get back onto the pack, and then they can carry on with their race from there.
The KFC bloke into the pit, so that means he probably picked up some damage somewhere. Might be caught up in an incident.
Doesn't look like he's had it changed either, because he's coming back out with no left end plate.
That's a rough
definitely
start.
no end plate there. Yeah, that's unfortunate for him there.
Yeah, you don't want to see that on your first race. Excuse me.
But oh, it looked like a snap off a Red Bull there.
Yeah, Cartier is nice and tidy out front. Juice, his teammate, is improving his pace as well. He's just jumped Tico. What's happened to who was P? Did Juice? Who was P3 a moment ago? And someone's gone missing.
It was Fedge, I think. He was up. No, MJ was up there. I think MJ's dropped back.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Juice was definitely 4th, looking to overtake somebody else. But now he's P3. But it went Tico.
It was Dunny started P3. Oh,
Sid! What are you doing, man? That's dreadful racing from Sid. Just punted and nearly past MJ. If he goes for the overtake now, I'm grassing him up. Beyond Game has crashed. We're not going to have a... yep, 2 cars out. It's a safety car. I wonder what's happened there.
Yeah, Beyond Gamer and Tyrant looks like they've got caught up together in the final corner.
Yeah, I'm on board with the KFC bloke. See if I can see the cars now, but I think it's going to pit and fix that front wing.
Cleared. Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't quite see exactly what happened with those two there, but it definitely looks like they've got caught together. So full course safety car from that. So the back two that had the break off at the start, they'll be thankful of this, because that brings them, resets it all for them and brings them back into the game. So Nobody Cares and Poochie Head, that was, I believe, on it. And then obviously now FC bloke can also try and get that wing fixed.
Yep, just watched him go into the pits. AFC bloke has now got a front wing on that is sufficient to get some downforce, so
safety
he will be catching up.
Sorry, safety car. He's probably the one that's looking like gaining the most from this safety car, obviously with what he had lost.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't too bad of an incident. I hope it was quite a racing incident, but unfortunately, the KFC bloke has now stopped.
We know what the game mechanics can be like when two cars bang wheels going around a corner. They just stick together like the wheels are coated in super glue.
Yeah, I'll give you an update on the other race. It's very close at the front. If you would like to go and watch some more racing action, Tig, Gatcher, Smith, Glitched Hen, and Nick, Glitched Hen, doing well in his return. I didn't know he was racing in a Williams. Now he's P4. Tig leading the way. Gatcher looking to challenge. Gatcher, I think, is the reigning champion from Tier 2 from last season also, so that's nice to see.
We've had a couple of stoppers in here, and it looks like mediums have gone on to a couple of them, so Let me double check that. They may, if that's the case, they definitely won't be taking their mediums to the end from here. So let's have a look at
Yeah.
the tyre. Yes, they did switch on
Oh,
to
there's been a crash.
fresh mediums.
There's been a crash in the other race, and it is between AMS Smith, Jack, and Gatcha having an incident into turn 11. So if you would like to go in there, look at some of that. There's no safety car, so they were looking to recover. See if we could, we'd have like a live feed, like they do in the like relegation scraps for leagues in football. You know what I mean? Keep you updated on both championships as they
Yes.
happen. But here in Tier 2, lap 4 safety car, it'll be in soon. The KFC bloke in his Alpine looking to catch up as soon as he can.
Hopefully, I think we may be able to. I can't see the call in for safety. That's because we've still got that KFC bloke.
Yeah.
Catching up. So yeah, looks like we'll have possibly one more lap of the safety car, and then we should be able to get back underway.
Excited for this then. Can't wait for some points to be on the board, so we have some stakes at hand. But at the start of the season, everyone is going at 120% because they have every chance to do what they think is necessary to get that title chance.
Yeah, so we got another XMJ is making a stop. Bit of a late warning. I don't know if that's for damage or it's gonna. Let's definitely lose positions with making that stop now. Like he's not the best time to have made it. I would have thought. That's putting behind the KFC bloke. So I don't know if that was for a new wing or anything.
I'm not too sure, but I don't know why people have pit already, considering that they'll only have a 3-lap advantage for tyre wear. But I suppose it means they won't have to stop again at all.
Yeah, it's just maybe that any sort of time that they would lose in the stop, because around here it's around at racing speed it's around 20 seconds you lose in the pit lane, so they're probably just trying to shorten that 20-second deficit maybe.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But a battle for the lead. But now Glitch 10 is made his way from P4. He's now battling for the lead with Marius Anderson and the TIG.
There's the call.
Yeah.
So safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah, we'll shift our focus from the other tier to our own car tier. Dune, Juice, Tico, Fajas, all looking to make a good jump and jump away from those behind Poochiehead, Sid, Gamer, and the following cars who have pit for fresh tyres.
There is one guy in here that he's surprising me with where he is at the moment. Not meaning any sort of insult to him off of that, but there is Ty Clear in sixth. Like he did hit this one of our reserves here today, and he's did race in the AM tiers.
Here we go, Cartier's gone. June's very close behind though, and he's going to be burning that battery to try and get past. He'll have the go ahead from the rule book to get past now. Safety car line is gone. That is a bug. We'll see.
Yeah,
now.
Safety car is definitely in. We are back under green conditions. It's just the bug of the game. Well, there's a bit of contact on the rear from Dunny into turn 3. Very close with these front two at the moment with their pace, like lap times, and I think we've got a good battle on our hands with with Dunny and Cartier throughout the season. If it stays this way.
So.
Oh, what a move off of Dunny into turns 9 and 10 there. It's got to have the confidence to throw it down in that late.
Is he corrected just on his name, or is that just otherwise saying his name? You just guessing?
Dunny, or I think Dunny's like I would say it for short, or like it's just how it's stuck. Dunny or June NY.
Yeah, it's how you want. Like, I'm just trying to be correct. If Bremen asked him, then I suppose anyway it's possible. He had a snap anyway coming out of the final corner. He'll be vulnerable to the Red Bull drivers. Both of them lurking behind. DRS is now enabled, but it won't be until the long straight after George Russell bend that he will be able to use that.
Zafa is our first one to pick up a 3-second time penalty in this race.
Oh, a dive from Cartier takes the position into turn 3's teammate now looking to replicate that. He'll have DRS, but so will have the Alpine, so that'll cancel out. He'll have more slipstream though. June definitely picked up a 1 in there. He's gone wide. But here we go. Turn 9. Oh, wait, is it turn 9? Does someone... What? Oh, no, it was
It's
like...
turn 7
Oh,
and 8, them two.
oh, and then this is 9 and 10.
Oh, yeah, this is now 9 and 10 as we've got a few people trying to like follow each other through and use the slipstream there. A couple of people pulled out looking for the move.
Yeah, Cartier led down into that corner. He is now third coming out of it. Dune and White, Juice,
Oh,
both using the
contact
DRS.
with Tico and Juice, I think that was. Cartier, sorry.
Yeah, that was
Bit of contact between these two. They're fighting hard around that final sector then.
a defensive move from Cartier, who found himself vulnerable after not having DRS compared to the 3 drivers behind him. Speak of DRS, that's what Juice has used to take the lead now for the first time.
Yes, Juice looking very quick in under race conditions.
We know what he can do though. He was always in competition for the points last season, despite not being in contention for any titles.
Yeah, he's a good racer from what I've experienced with him.
I hope now that he'll have the opportunity to go for a bigger accomplishment with
Yeah, he's going to have to defend hard here though, because he's got the Alpine and his teammate. Yeah, his teammate's gone as well.
Such a powerful tool, DRS, isn't it?
Yeah, these two sort of... They don't want to battle each other too hard, really. You know, they're both in a decent position. Obviously, they're going to fight for the position, but they don't want to be doing anything that's going to hamper themselves and allow June and Y to get any sort of gap on them, because with having 4 DRS zones around here, as soon as you lose it's very difficult to keep up with the car in front. But
I feel like both... sorry, go on.
But, no, sorry, I forgot what I was going to say then as well. That's why I paused it.
That's cool. I was going to say I'm on board with June, the Alpine, but I was going to say that the Red Bulls are probably more confident than he is at the moment. One, because they're both teammates, and you'd rather have your teammate right next to you than an opponent. But two, I'm watching him drive at the moment, and he isn't driving particularly well. He's driving fast, but he's not driving well. He's locking up. He's having snaps. He's power sliding through semi-fast corners. Is that a safety car?
We've had another crash, yeah.
Oh no.
Gamer, and there's an Aston Martin of VRXZE far back as well, so something's gone on. And Zafa has also retired, so that's both McLarens out within the same sector. So I can't flick on board with any of them, so I can't see what's gone on there.
I don't like the look of that, because a 10-second penalty for a collision in F1 is a hard thing to get sometimes in Formula 1.
That'll be one for the stewards, I think.
Yeah.
By the looks of it. Unfortunately, that's both of the McLarens out for this one.
Good for all of the drivers at the front as well. They'll get that advantage back.
Yeah, this would be the sort of the time where you want to use that pit stop now as well under this safety to gain any sort of advantage, because you should quite easily take the hards 20 laps. I say quite easily. They might be struggling near the end, but it should be easily like doable. Like they shouldn't have to be in any sort of punch or threat, I wouldn't imagine.
4 of our rookies knocked out in round 1. The returning drivers Juice, Hoochie Head, Cartier, June, Fed Fajas, Tico, Sid, Nobody Cares, all succeeding thus far, I suppose, to stay active. Now, I wonder what will happen now upon restart. What do you think will happen? I'll give you this restart.
Yeah, it's just reading the chat. Beyond Gamer saying that Zafa was slow when him and so it looks like Beyond Gamer and Tyrant have had a coming together
Oh no.
by what I'm reading off of Beyond in the Twitch chat there.
Yeah. You'll have to forgive me, my phone has died. But I'm using my charger for my controller, so I'm able to read the chat now.
Yeah, that's what I'll keep an eye on the Twitch chat. Like, I haven't seen a call for the safety car, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go another lap.
Probably another lap because it hasn't been out for full lap yet.
Yeah.
At least we'll see some closer racing now that the pack is bunched up at least, and a mix of strategies.
Yeah, we've only what we've got 2 people currently sat with penalties. That KFC bloke has got a 10-second, and then VRX Eddie is on a 3.
Hmm.
But our biggest gainer at the moment is Poochie Head with 14 positions gained since the start of the race. So
Yeah,
big
of course
positions
not
gained off
doing.
that man.
He didn't even set a lap time.
No, and he has stopped as well. So yeah, he's gained a lot of positions there.
Yeah, but to finish first you have to finish. You can't count this
That is
export
very true.
attached. Needs to maintain a position on the older tyres nonetheless. Multiple drivers in the same boat. It'd also give you an update on the other race, but as I said, phone dead and charger occupied.
While we've got a bit of time, I think I'll be able to quickly have a look at that one.
I wonder how Juice. I wonder how Poochie and MJ are gonna be next to each other now in P 2 and 3. It's a successful position for now for the Haas, but not a position I would have thought to have found themselves in a few laps ago. Might not have been mentally prepared to defend for such a points paying position. What do you think?
So, yeah, I was just looking at the one before these quickly get underway. We have PW Jones currently sat in first with a 10-second lead from Stocky F1. They're on
Whoa!
lap 14.
What has happened there? Who's DNF?
Julian is the one DNF from there as these get back underway and make their way down the straight as we get back under green flag conditions. Got somebody down the side, but he can't quite get. He has to wait to get past him until they cross that line. But anyway, as we go around turns 1 and 2, you want to carry as much speed as you can through turn 1 and 2 for the run down to turn 3, especially when that DRS is activated. So we've got Juice in front at the moment, leading from Poochie Head in second. We've got both the Hasses together in podium positions. As
Yeah.
IFC bloke is a little bit of a buzz. We've got almost 3 wide then going into George Russell corner off the 2 Alpines and this Red Bull. Oh, it's getting very close through. We've got 4 wide at 5
What is
wide.
happening?
We've got
What is happening, man?
Yeah,
This
got four cars
Alpine.
going for it here. Big
But
action
the
further
KFC
back. That's allowing the front 3 to get away.
Yeah, the KFC bloke is a little bit all over the place at the moment, trying to defend his position. He's not coping well with those tyres at all.
And there hasn't been no a major like crash or anything from that,
There
luckily.
nearly
But
was.
it looked very intense for the people that were involved in it.
They wheel locked at high speeds, but luckily come away okay.
So let's go back with Poochie Head now in the lead as Poochie Head overtakes Juice down the main straight.
Not too.
So both these Hasses putting the pressure on. We have a Hass and a Hass Red Bull sandwich in a Red Bull. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, you don't Haas. Both the Haas drivers are returning drivers. MJ's raced before, isn't he? I recognise his name.
Yes, I believe so with MJ.
So they both know the score, then looking to combine their powers and succeed. At the moment, looking to be quite successful. You got one driver in Pete. Who was who was I saying? I've
We were on
completely forgotten who I
MJ
was talking
then.
about.
It's
Oh
MJ
yeah,
we
there
were
we
on
go.
about. Yeah.
Returning, looking to replicate the successes. Poochie had MJ from last season. There we go.
As we've got to see a move, like he's made a move on Juice. So Juice looks to be struggling at the moment since the safety car restart, because he's now lost 2 positions to both the Hasses.
Could be explained by the fact he's on 12-lap old tyres and hasn't pit yet.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he hasn't. That will explain it. He didn't use the opportunity and stop under the safety car, so now he's paying the price for it.
Interesting strategy, banking on a later one then, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that
He
that's the
must
only
be.
thing he can, because he's gonna lose a fair few positions now when he does have to make that stop. And these mediums, that he'll be wanting to make that stop anytime now, really, as they're around 12, 13 laps at full race pace. So with a couple of safety car laps, I'd expect to see him come in the next 2 or 3 laps, maybe. As Tyrant King has left now. Didn't realise he was still in here.
Oh yeah, he was sort of spectating. 1-2 now for the Hasses. I'm sure you already mentioned that, but it's only 5
Yes.
attempts between them.
And June MY is quickly catching back up to getting the D. He is now in the DRS, flicking and in and out of the DRS at the moment. So whether he gets it down, I think he will. So that puts these 2 cars now behind, with June MY and Cartier back into the DRS of the front 3. So they did break away a little bit, but these guys have managed to pump in some decent laps and catch back up.
Front 3 escaped a little bit when you had the KFC below
Yes,
his teammate,
when
and
the
then
full wide moment.
yeah, who was the other one?
I think Sid was included in there, wasn't he? Sid was part of that, maybe.
I have no idea, but what I do know is that we've got only we've got 15 laps to go, 14 and a half.
Yeah, so we are
Yeah, so
that just gone past the halfway point of this
what do you
of
think
our
so far?
first race. In it's been a lot of, especially in the last few laps with the safety cars, been a lot of close action with the cars. You know, that could have been ended up a lot worse. But as for the racing coming by, there's plenty of overtaking going on. As we can see Sid and Fej Fajas exchanging positions there, and Tico and nobody are going to follow through. So Fej Fajas is really struggling. So yeah, as I was saying, there's plenty of overtaking going on. I wouldn't say it's in any way a dull race. There is plenty of action around the track.
Yeah, action around the track is what we're here for. I don't know why
Got
it's still so
Juice now
safety car.
making that stop. Yeah, it still says it for me as well. It's the game bug, isn't it? We've got currently their own safety car in EUT1 now as a little update. PW Jones still in first position.
Brian Jonesy.
Yeah, so Jonesy's running a good race so far by the looks of it. Because the tier 1 is there are some very fast people in there, and I don't think PW Jones is like, he was one of the favourites to be at the front, but he's obviously proven that point wrong and saying, yeah, I can challenge here at the front. So by the looks of it in that race. So, but yeah, back to these, as these are bunching back up now, and we're coming to the DRS zone of the main straight. So I'd expect to see someone go for a move out of these 4 at the front.
The gap is only what?
Oh! Who was
MJ,
that? MJ dropped it
MJ,
off the curb.
BSC. I zoned
Oh,
out for a moment there, my
right,
bad,
yeah.
but
It looked like he just lost the rear then, and just back end just said no, and as Sid retires.
Why is Sid retired?
Where is Sid?
In the pit.
Mercedes. He's gone in the pit and retired. I guess. I don't know. Like he's in the middle of the pack, so he would.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like he was having a
Maybe something's
stinker
happened.
or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see what we find out about that one after the race.
Yeah. Pucci is. He's got double the age tyres, man. I don't know if he can do this.
Drive-through
VSC is
penalty
gone.
for VRX Eddie, speeding under VSC. That's unfortunate for VRX Eddie.
June had an amazing
I'm
restart.
just
He's
gonna call
taken
him
two
Xmas, I
positions.
think. We'll call him Xmas for now. That's quicker.
Mhm.
in
Or
in
VR.
anything Aston Martin. Yeah, or just VR.
Wow,
Anyway, these front three of yeah, the fourth man in fourth with now obviously with MJ having that damage, it's causing a bit of a blockage for everybody else behind. No, not that he's doing anything wrong, but he's got no wings, so he's obviously going to be slower. So that's allowing this front three to just disappear now.
they're not going to be threatened by any of the drivers, especially on the fact that their old tyres
11 laps left.
and the others
Like,
aren't.
yeah, 4.2 seconds to fourth. So yeah, I think this it's a battle of these three now. As we see one of them ghost this, that is Poochie Head ghosted at the moment. I don't know what's gone on there. I don't know if he's had a connection, like a little dropout moment, and it ghosted him for a second or something. It didn't seem like there was any contact. So we haven't got DRS yet. So oh have we? Is DRS? Yeah, because it was VSC, wasn't it? It was only a VSC, so DRS
Oh yeah,
should
yeah,
be
it's
open now. Yeah. I saw one of the Haas's wing open then, so. But alright, saying that, the RL Tico's knocked a second off in that lap of this front three. He was at 4.2 a minute ago. He's now at 3.4. He is cutting the time down. He's pushing to. Oh, hang on, he's on a moment. Commentator's curse. Sorry.
They haven't got another one, have we?
No. Yes, we have. It's just come up. It's on my screen at the top. That's not still the original one from the bug, is it? Because it cleared. Yeah, that's a new one.
It's a safety car. Safety car.
Another safety car. So what caused that? That would be VR, I think, maybe. Because he's our latest DNF.
Not ideal.
So that's now 6 cars DNF this race.
But as many
No,
cars
it's
in the
not
pits
ideal.
now.
Not been a few people's day today by the looks of it.
Yep. First race back though, I suppose that will put some, not all, slack. Any
So
possible
now we
update on the
have
other race?
both. I can have a look. I think they're back under racing conditions now, or just going back under racing conditions on lap 21 from the safety car. Tig is now in front, AMS Bobby in third, and T Shane's in second. Sorry, Bobby in second, T Shane's in third. PW Jones must have stopped because he's dropped down to 7th position now. So yeah, it looks like they've just gone back under green flag conditions on lap 22.
Yeah. That's not too bad then. If you want to check out that race, then head over to the YouTube Off the Line Racing. That's the EU Tier 1. And me, our Tier 2. Are you excited for both tiers, Lanky? Are you going to be watching the other races in your own time?
Yeah. Yeah, I will be. Even though I was there myself and I was commentating on the AM on Monday, I'll watch that one back just to, because obviously I just wanted to check and see how it was through the stream, because it was my first time soloing and I'm pretty new to the comms all round. So yeah, I watched that one back, and I usually watch the races back in my spare time. So when I've got time on my hands and there's no real F1 going on or anything, you got to get your F1 action from somewhere.
Yeah, and that's so real. I mean, The wait's nearly over, ladies and gentlemen. It's only what, like so many.
Two
It's like two,
weekends
two
now, isn't
weeks.
it?
Yeah,
2 weeks from this weekend.
yeah. I
So,
can't wait.
oh no, I think it's going to be a very interesting season with having so many new rookies on the grid, and it's one of the biggest grid shuffles we've seen in a long time. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's sort of one of them that you can obviously, with some people, you can put your finger on like whether they're going to do well or not. But there's a lot more uncertainty, I'd say, within the grid this year
Yeah, we
with
need
having
that
the new rookies.
uncertainty.
Mm.
Teams like Mercedes, Ferrari,
But
McLaren
Antonelli,
throwing it to Red Bull.
yeah, he was decent in testing, wasn't he? He was showing he can drive that Mercedes, so
Yeah,
he's one to watch, I think.
I feel like there'll be a lot of teething errors that
Yeah,
will give possibility to a lot of chaos this season. Hopefully, a new champion. Hopefully, a constructors champion. That's interesting. We are replicating that in off the line racing. We have, and will continue to do so. Get involved, get in the community. We're about to get underway now.
yeah. As the safety car has broke away and is making its way into the pit, and these try and get as much heat as they can back into the tyres, as that is one of the most difficult things to do on this current F124 game, is to try and keep any sort of heat in your tyres when you're behind a safety car. So we'll just wait
Weaving
for these
and
to take the final 2 corners and get back underway. Sorry, carry on.
yeah, so the braking method to warm up your tyres does not work anymore. It has not
No, it
worked for a long
doesn't.
time. What does work is a good safety car restart for both the Ferraris,
Yeah.
looking to defend each other and just hold out for the remainder of the distance. Cartier, June, Poochie Head, Fedge, Fadras, MJ, Juice, Ty Clear, and the KFC Black Red, and the rest of the grid looking to pounce on the opportunity.
Yeah, so that safety car has put everyone back close for these final 9 laps now. So, as there were a couple of people that had a few issues and broke away, so they'll be happy for this safety car, and we'll be happy for in some sort of way, because it brings the action back together a little bit. Not that there wasn't enough, but as we can see, there's already June NY and Cartier sniffing all over the back of that Ferrari, trying to get their way through. As the Ferrari makes a mistake, and 3 of them have made their way through. A little bit like a 3-through goes Hamilton, and there's a crash off the Ferrari as well as he's dropped it. It looks like he's just under pressure, a lot of pressure there. He just shot off to the right. Don't know if he's banged wheels with anybody there or anything, but that unfortunately is nobody cares with no front wing.
Oh no, his teammate looking susceptible. The Alpine is on his way. The DRS is enabled now, so he will have it down the back straight of the circuit, but it may not even need it.
Yeah, he is all over the rear end of this Ferrari. He is wanting to get it done, as there's a bit of contact off the Red Bull there. It looked like he was being pushed into the corner a little bit, I think, from Cartier. It looked very close anyway. As they're now going side by side around George Russell corner. That's a tough corner to take side by side. Fair play to the drivers here, as we've got 4 cars now battling it on for that race lead.
Yeah, I wonder who got DRS. I'm pretty sure it was the Alpine, because to scrap and then wait into that corner for DRS and try and carry speed is kind of crazy.
They are all really close here, up to 7th position, and then you've got a gap now, obviously, with Poochie Head, Snowbody. They've picked up that damage, and that FC bloke doesn't. He hasn't had the most enjoyable second stint.
June NY pushed, or I don't know how, but
Yeah.
ended up on the gravel, and then he's just taken out a Ferrari.
Tico. That was IRL Tico as he's coming around the final corner now. Don't know if he's got damage. It didn't look like he had damage, but he's definitely, the one bit of damage he has got is the positions.
Yeah.
As we go now with Fadjas, who's now in the lead of this race, with Cartier, both the Red Bulls, Cartier and Juice, right behind. As they go round turn 5, I think that was. Yeah, turn 5 coming up to turn 6 and 7, the George Russell corners. Now Fedge Vajas has got a big job on his hands to try and keep both these Red Bulls behind him as we come into one of the longest DRS zones. As Red Bull's made the move into 9, going around 10. He's now in a Red Bull sandwich. He's going to be feeling the pressure here as Juice is looking for a move but can't seem to get it done. He defends that well, puts his car in the middle of the track, closes the door. Yeah, very spicy here now at the front. There, you know, there's a few positions exchanging. We've since that restart.
Yeah, I'm just on board with doing why he had a mistake there earlier. I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but he's dropped down the pecking order a tad. So I wanted to see how he'd recover from that, but it's a bit of a stagnated recovery at the moment for him.
Yeah, this DRS is so strong, like with them all being so close to each other in front. He's gonna have to really pump the battery to try and get any sort of advantage to close back up more to him. As we now see Cartier still keeping that kick in behind him. We're coming into DRS now, so Fedge Fajas, I would believe, will go for the move down here into 9 and 10 as he does round the outside. He's got that move done way in time for 9 and 10. As I mentioned earlier, that them two corners, most of the time you can pretty much take flat out. So it's one of them corners that you've just got to have the confidence in the car, really, and your tyres, that when you turn that wheel, the car's going to stick and do what you want it to do.
Yeah, 5 laps remaining once we cross the line, and what 1, 2. My eyes on its eyes. We got so many drivers in contention for the win. I mean,
Yeah,
it can mean everything at this point in the season.
we're in the final 5, so that looks like a limits there off Cartier. So if he's going to have to be careful with that. You know, we doesn't want to be picking up a 3-second penalty at this time in the race now, where he's battling for the win, because he hasn't got much time to pull any sort of gap. But it definitely looked like that was a limits. Like he was all 4 wheels off.
Yeah, I can't speak for the penalised of track limits, but what I can speak for is the competitiveness of these Red Bulls. I mean,
yeah, they are really going for it. And to be fair to Fedge Fajas, you know, being in a Red Bull sandwich, he's keeping himself there. He's not letting them. He's not backing down too easy. He's making sure they're having to work for it. As MJ is now not far behind again. So he's managed to catch back up with these battling. So we've got like six cars that are going to take it to the end, I think. These 6, they're not really... Unless one of them have a mistake, a big mistake or anything like that to break out of the DRS. It looks like it's going to be it could be any one of these 6 for the win.
Yeah. I mean, you have no idea who's going to win in the race like this. It's just way too close to call at this point. Even 3.5 laps from the end.
Yeah, there's been that much position swapping at this front that it could be anybody's. Like you can't distinctively call one person out at the moment. As Fajas has now retaken the lead.
Oh, that's nice. Wonder how we cope with that lead now.
Yeah.
I bet you they're trying to just time it so that they get overtaken and they're straight just before it's time to get the DRS. And there's always a good send into turn 11 in the final laps on Australia.
Contact there, I think, with MJ. It's dropped one of the Red Bulls back.
You don't want contact in a race, though.
No. That's put MJ now back into the podium position. Dropped Juice into 4th. Ty Clear's now making a move on June NY. Oh, they are almost 3 wide. But looked like June thought better of it and yielded it for turn 1, and he thought of survival there instead of instead of committing. Because turn one is a very tight corner, and you take it at some speed, don't you? So it's very difficult
Yeah,
to even go too wide. Never mind think of three.
you can cut it though a little bit when you're doing fast laps. You can bounce off that inside curve a little bit more than one would maybe anticipate for strict track limits. But then everywhere else you'll get limits for not even exceeding. So I mean, yeah, I'm not going to speak on that too much. But what I'm going to speak on is the penultimate lap of this race. That is up and
Yes.
coming Fajas, 2 tenths separating him and the leader, and then MJ also looking to get involved. Oh, contact behind, tie cleared, dude.
Oh no. Is that
It was
June
June.
and Ty? Yeah, they're still side by side. Oh, contact again. These two really battling each other for these final positions in these last couple of laps now, and Juice is hanging there with them. But now they have broken off into the two separate packs of three. We've got Cartier looking. I'd say he's probably I would say he's looked maybe the strongest. Obviously, he had a very good qualifying, and then he's stuck it in the front for the majority of the race. So I have to give it to Cartier. He's raced it doesn't seem like it's been an easy one for him, but he's raced it well.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on. Here, this is I'm just keeping an eye on the timing boards. Really, I wonder how close they're going to be coming out of George Russell Bend now on the final lap. That's the key moment of the race, and it's also key
Yeah.
first two DRS zones. So it will matter who is ahead going out into sector 2, because the person ahead is at a significant disadvantage, and it might even go P3. I think MJ's in with a shout here.
Yeah, he's just hanging in there behind him. As we're coming down now to start the penultimate lap, the final. We're just finishing the penultimate,
Cartier,
is what I mean.
Cartier takes the lead into turn 1. That as it stands, he'll be the one at risk of losing his position on the front of the grid. And in my opinion, I believe the Red Bull deserves to win.
Yeah, that's what as I was saying. He had a good qualifying, and he's led a very strong race.
Absolutely.
So I would agree with that. If it was down to us to choose the driver of the day, I think he would be the one contending for it.
Yeah, well, I suppose we can do that in interview. Oh no, we can't do interviews, can we?
Uh, we could with two of them if it stayed the way it was on Xbox.
Oh yeah, true.
And then the Xbox people we can, but obviously anybody on Discord until Xbox sort themselves out and catch up and allow Discord integration onto the stream, then yeah, only the people on Xbox are the ones we can speak to, as we're coming up to the final corners now of the first race of season 3. And what a interesting race it's been all round, really. Plenty of overtaking. Cartier is looking for it round that final corner, but just can't get it done. And Fajas will take the win for our first race here, with Cartier behind in second and MJ in third. And that completes our podium. And then June comes in fourth, with Juice fifth, Ty Clear following in sixth, Poochie Head seventh, Tico eighth, Nobody Cares is going to come in ninth. He's on his way round the final corners now. And then after that, the KFC bloke will round us out.
What a race and what a first.
So nobody comes across the line.
3.
Yeah, there's a couple of safety cars thrown in the mix, which which kept the racing a lot closer than it would have been at some times. At more, especially with the front of the pack, like.
Yeah,
it seems like it was a tough one for some people to manage. Sorry?
You're going to have to offer interviews, by the way, because I haven't got my phone, have I?
Yes, your
it's
phone.
Been dead the whole time.
So I was just quickly grab these results, and then I can have a look at the Fedge and Cartier, ask them to.
But yeah, what a race, what a result. I'll take you through the final classification as our host Lanky One grabs it. But yeah, Fadjas. His first win in OTLR takes it in the inaugural EU Tier 2 race for Season 3. Cartier, returning driver, makes up the second one, and MJ, also a returning driver, takes up the final podium position, takes 15 points. Returning drivers June and Juice take up P4 and 5, so it's an all returning top 5 here in the first race. Six, Ty Clear in his debut takes a lot of points. That's 7 positions gained on debut. What a race that Poochie Head with the Icelandic flag representing the house takes 7th. Tico, nobody cares, and the KFC bloke ran out your top 10. VRXZE, Sid, Zafa, Gamer, and the two more drivers who are off screen for me are DNFing.
Yeah, well, that is now officially season 3 underway across all tiers here at OTLR, and what a way to start it for us, really, here. And I'll have to watch the T1 race when I have some time and see what happened over the other side on YouTube. But over here, there was plenty of action, and I really enjoyed that for the first EU race, EUT2 race, should I say?
Yeah, no, I'd like to say as well, you were not hard to commentate with, and very glad,
Cheers.
glad about that. You
Yeah, I
know,
get used to it, as I go along. It's still
I
fairly
think
new, but we all learn.
yeah, no, as far as first ones go, I think that's not bad at all. We didn't trip up a lot and whatnot. I zoned out a couple of times, but it's all right.
Yeah,
I zone out
yeah,
sometimes. Just,
we kept it going. It was all good. Yeah, like I
but
say, I enjoyed that. So let me
are
get
they interviewing or?
yeah. Just trying to find that one out, and then we can dabble them an invite.
Yeah.
It's just two of them at Fedge and Cartier.
My thumb's calmed down actually. I've just noticed, which is nice. I suppose I can just invite them to the party, can't I?
Yeah. See if any of them want to give us some words on their first race of this season, or
Cartier and Dune, yeah.
excuse me, uh, Cartier and Fedge Fajas.
Oh, I've just invited Dune. Right, their Travis has vanished from the lobby.
Uh, June. Where did June finish? Oh no, yeah, Cartier.
I'll say they're both in the lobby. The Fedge Travis won, but
Fedge
he's on
Fajas.
PC.
Yeah, Fedge Fajas and Cartier. It was Fedge Fajas first, and then Cartier in second.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. I invited Cartier.
And June finished fourth. So yeah, when
suppose-
he's here, we could get some words off him.
Yeah, I suppose you could take up the P3 slot since you can't join. Hello.
Yeah.
I thought you was on the podium, June. My bad, but you can stay and have an interview if you want. I suppose I'll lead them and you can focus on getting the others in because you've got the Discord Lanky. But yeah, good
Yeah.
race from you returning from last season. How did you find? Oh, he's just left mid interview. How rude is that? Oh well, our peer two man is here. Card's here. How did you
Oh,
find that?
Lakatos put. Sorry, you carry
Hello.
on.
Who can't? Sorry.
Fedge Fajas says he's not very good with English.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well,
yeah.
good race.
That's fair enough.
Well
Yeah,
done.
but
That's all I'll
yeah,
say.
great one off of you there. That was a good watch.
Yeah, I'll keep it plain and simple so he knows that I mean it. And he knows what I'm saying. Not as an insult. But yeah, Cartier, how was your race? How did you find it?
A bit chaotic to say the least. I think on the second safety arc, there was massive chaos between me and the Alpine. Oh, I don't know what happened. I think tire locking, going deep, forcing off track.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Massive.
You had to go into the grass there, 3 wide, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Then later on in the race, I saw a Cyber go up the inside of an Alpine and force him off track. I think this guy got P1. So, didn't really push the last couple of laps. I think he'll get penalty. But, yeah, decent race to say the least.
Yeah, saw
Yeah.
you having a good look down the inside of Fedge Fajas on that final corner on that last lap there. Like, but you just couldn't quite get the traction to be able to make the move on him on the run down to the line.
Yeah, I think you sat on none during the entire sector, so I just couldn't get the throttle down, or else I'm going to spin him round. So that's
Yeah.
why I couldn't really get on the throttle or power at all.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
like
good.
that
It was
all
very
race.
close at the front, very close. Like you had a decent qualifying, and then after that final safety car, like between your teammate at one point, when it was you, Juice, and Fajas, all like three white, like you had a close battle going on there for your final few laps.
Yeah, I think
I
the entire
imagine that
race
was
was
pretty
just
intense for you.
the entire race was just overtake on the straight, then sit on none the entire sector. The final sector, and that's basically how the entire race went. Just repetitive and
Yeah.
repetitive.
Yeah, with 4 DRS zones, it's so powerful around Australia,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Also running high wings, so just didn't have that power on the straight at all to get much overtakes, but helped my corners at least.
Yeah, but still, the podium on the first race is you can't, like, other than the win, there's no other better way to start the
Yeah.
first round.
Hopefully it does get turned into win after pens, but just gotta wait till the FAC.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the stewards' room on that one.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were in AI during the safety car period.
Ah,
Around, I think both the Hasses were in it twice. I think, and Alpine was in it. A couple more in front of me. Yeah, I think me and Jace are about to go in this call, this report every single one of them.
Do it. Get stamped out, man.
It has to be reported to be acted on, yeah, so.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure it has been to be here tonight. Thank you, Cartier, for the kind words. Our P1 driver, as we said, he's not amazing with English, not going to put him under the pressure of having to do an interview. He respectfully declined, so I believe we haven't got much more to say on that. So there we go.
Yeah, we have
thank
got
you very
June
much.
back, though, so yeah, thank you.
Lots
Cheers
of
for that, Cartier. It was a great race. It was a good watch. Yeah, it was really good for the front end. There was plenty of overtaking happening. Like you couldn't put your finger on exactly who was going to snatch that win.
Yeah, most definitely.
Good
Yeah.
race.
But could I just point out, like, I
Exhausting.
don't know if you could see it, but the dive bomb by like Fast or something in the Kick Sauber, like, did it look like a fair move from your point of view, or?
I'll have to be real. I didn't see this
I
specifically.
can't. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I can't say that we saw a dive. No, I didn't see a dive from Fajas, so
Oh, okay,
on
it's
the
just...
stream. So
Not to say it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
happen, but
Yeah, I think it was.
Alright,
yeah,
then.
we just didn't see that moment on stream.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
the first
it
corner
gave me
after
wing
sector
damage, and
2.
then put me in
He
fourth.
just
But
locked up when they
yeah.
ended it. Alpine got wing
Alright, then.
damage, forced him off track. Then that's where Juice came in from behind to
Yeah.
overtake by 3
Okay.
different
See you
cars.
next time, guys.
Massive pile up.
cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, on that note, I believe we have concluded the inaugural race of our trilogy season in OTLR, the first 3 seasons and the last on F1 24. Thank you. But on that note, I think we can wrap it.
Yeah. If I will say before we go out, if anyone watching is wanting interested in racing themselves and that, exclamation point Discord.
Yeah, in the chat.
We'll bring up in the chat. I'll just type that in now. We'll bring up the link. Get yourselves into our server. Get on the sign up channel. Have a look at our sign up requirements. And if you're wanting to race, get your sign up in, and we'll have you racing. Like we'll be happy to have you. So yeah, this has
Thank you
been
very much.
the first race of season 3 for OTLR EUT2. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And we shall see you next week at the same time for round 2, which will be... I should know this because I put the calendar together, but off the top of my head... It will be Monza, I think. Yeah, we will be in Monza for round 2 at the same time next week, 7 PM UK time. So we shall hope to see you then.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.